Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. I spent the past weekend as of the recording of this video, at the Montreal Comiccon, which if you've been following my channel, you know from some of the other videos that I've put up with the interviews and such. This one though is the haul video. I have all the books here that I got from the show, and naturally I'm going to show them to you because it's what I do. Anyway, thank you very much for coming today. Before I get started, I want to make a shout out to some of my good Ottawa friends who'd also made the trip to Montreal from the comic point of view. Nefarious Comics, Ryan went. G-Riz Comics went. That's Chris. And he went there with a couple of others. And then there's Raging Canadian Comics. Thank you very much. They were able to help me with a lot of stuff I was looking for. And I also would like to say a big welcome to Harley Yee's Comics, who I haven't seen in a while. And it was good to finally get a chance to buy some books off them again. As well as our old friend and friend of the channel, Kaboom Comics, Dave Martin. He was there as well with his daughter Leah, and they had some good stuff that I also bought. All right, without further craziness, let us begin. One of the things that I did there was I got some autographs and met some artists. This one is cool because you've all seen this book before, but you may have not known that the artist, the penciler for the book, was Jim Starlin. Jim Starlin was at Montreal Comiccon, and right here, I now have a Jim Starlin signed Superman TRS Kids book with the Major Disaster on the cover. I think that it's awesome. We've had a bit of fun with these books over the last few months, and so it's actually pretty cool to have a comic like this signed. Next up, I did an interview with Richard Comley, who is the creator of Captain Canuck. Captain Canuck has been around for 50 years, and I got a couple of things signed by him. I got this book, which was a Vancouver Fan Expo exclusive. I got him to sign it. He signed it here on Trump's back, and he wrote a comment about never. It's pretty cool. I also got him to sign the Montreal Comiccon exclusive of Captain Canuck. And it's right there. I was very pleased with this. I used to read Captain Canuck when I was a kid. I found 4 issues back in what was, I guess, the 50-cent bin at the time, because they weren't... back then they had more dollar and 50-cent bins at the comic stores I went to, because there wasn't the extensive pricing that there is today. So a lot of stuff, basically, if it wasn't known to be a big book, it was thrown in these bins. And so I was able to get issues 5 through 8 of the original series, which went about 11 to 15 issues. I'd have to look it up exactly, but it was pretty cool. This here is a trade paperback of Archie Meets Batman 66. What is cool about it? It's signed right here on the opening page by the artist Dan Parent. I keep saying Parent because I'm stupid. In my mind, it's a French thing. So it's Dan Parent. And he was also very nice to talk to me. And I had a blast. And the last signed book I got this time, by the way, I did get a William Shatner autograph picture, but I'm keeping that aside so it doesn't get wrecked before I get it framed. Shat is awesome. Now, this is Sabrina the Teenage Witch Annual Spectacular with cover by Sammy Francis. Sammy Francis is an up-and-coming artist from I believe she's from Edmonton originally, and is going to be, I think she's going to be, having seen her art samples, she is going to be one of the new bigger names soon, I think. Right now she's only doing variant covers for things like Archie and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but she's taking commissions. But I think she's going to get out there more because her style is very, very awesome. And this is just one of the books she had there. I could have easily spent $500. I really like her art. But keep that name in mind, Sammy Francis. She's going to be a big one, I think. The next book I bought, Thanks Nate, from Hall Yeah Comics. Dazzler 1. I am now no longer FOMOing that one because I finally found one. I got this awesome issue of Fantastic Four 289. Filling in holes from that, from 290 to 300 has been one of my goals because the storyline is complete from there, and it's a lot of the She-Hulk was a member of the Fantastic Four when the Thing was out of town. And I have about half the issues, and I want the other half because I think he came back in 302, the Thing, and he brought She-Thing back with him. They're sharing... I don't remember. Next up, I got very happy because I managed to find a lot, well, not a lot, but 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 issues of the Defenders, starting with 120, this really cool Son of Satan cover. Regular viewers of the channel know how much I like Son of Satan. And that's one of the reasons I like the Defenders so much, because he is a big part of the team for so long. I also finally managed to get my hands on the double-sized final issue, which has been hard to find. Even hasn't had a copy for a while, at least the last time I looked for it. They may have copies now. I haven't looked for it in about a couple months, but so I'm happy to have this. One of the things that a lot of people, everybody wants the #1 issues. I like to have the last issues as well, especially for books that finish a storyline that say, okay, and this is the end of the story, as opposed to like Supergirl Volume 2, where it was just canceled because they were killing her right in the middle of the story. That will always bug me till the end of time. I also got, these were in a 3 for $10 bin. I got Defenders 45, 46, 47 with this cool Wonder Man cover and, you know, Patsy Walker being on it as well, the Hellcat. Who doesn't love Patsy Walker? And number 48. The Valkyrie seems to always get knocked out on these covers. She's either being in bondage or being knocked out a lot. And we have issue 79, which is a throwback story from the original 3 of the original Defenders. As you can see on the cover, Doctor Strange, Namor, and the Hulk. I also found these books coming up. This is a character that I'd like to get books from, and I found these and I thought I would pick them up. This is the Creeper #3 from the 1997 series. That's a fun cover. Another fun cover, number 5. This series only went 10 issues, but there was a 1 million issue when they were doing all the 1 millions around that time. I have all the Superman issues 1 million. I have one of the Batman ones and stuff. So you have to remember, if you want to be a completionist and get that set, you need the 1 million issue. Next up is a series that came out in the DC explosion in 76 and didn't survive the implosion in 78. This book was bi-monthly, so I mean it was one that I thought was good. I read a few issues, a long time ago, so I picked up 3 issues of it when I saw them on for a decent price. This is issue number 3 of the Secret Society of Supervillains. Followed up by issue 4. And issue 13, which is close to the end of the series. I just like everybody to know, for the most part, if you're looking at a price tag and see the number, I didn't pay the number that was on the tag in a lot of cases. I did get a couple bucks off here and there. There were a lot of people that weren't giving discounts, but a lot of them were. So this next batch of books I'm excited for, because I just need annual 1 now, and I'll have completed this, the Rebirth run of Wonder Woman, starting with issue 2. Issue 3, which is a great Wonder Woman cheetah cover. Issue 4. Five, and no, I had number 1 already, and I have a few others. Number 8, which is a cool one of Barbara Minerva, who of course is the cheetah. Number 11. Number 12, which is a cool cover of Ares confronting Diana. And number 13. This series, of course, went 83 issues and then was renumbered to 750. I now have every regular issue of the run, and I just need the annual 1, and then I'll have completed the run. I'm pretty sure I can get annual 1 quite easily. I'm not worried. Oh, by the way, I bought this t-shirt at the con. Girl power. This one I'm going to skip because I bought it at the comic store on the way to Montreal. Next up, continuing my search to get the run of Conan, I got another 5 books. This is number 25, and I know I bought this from, I know that the first 4 I bought from Nefarious Comics. Number 57. This one in particular is in great shape. When I looked at it at the show, it looks like a good 7.5 for $8, which he discounted. So this is number 72. You know, I used to think in terms of good, very good. I blame CGC now for the number thoughts. Okay, number 73. This is a cool cover. I particularly like issues 54, I want to say, 54 to 100, with the Baylit era of Conan. The stories are great. Baylit is a wonderful character, and she's perfect for Conan. It's sad that they didn't finish up together over the course of the end up marrying and such. And I found one from the near end of the series. Here's Conan 264. I also got Spectre from the 1992 series, number 1. My friend Chris had it, and I bought that, and I bought this, Star Wars 55. Star Wars is another series I really liked, but it's one of those ones that I'm not concentrating on. I'll pick up an issue here, an issue there, if I see one I like. And in this case, this is one I was happy to get. Another one that I picked up because anytime you get a chance and you're in a dollar bin or a cheaper bin or whatever, and you see Bronze Age horror of any type, like this Chamber of Chills number 4, you grab it. Bronze Age horror is becoming so hard to find now. Next up, I bought this one from Harley Yee's comics books. This says, and I believe it because I look around, it's amazing. It says it's a 9.0, and I paid a few bucks for this one. But this is the Inferior 5 number 4. And because it's in such a nice shape, I decided to buy it. The Inferior 5 are a fun team. They are a superhero parody that started off, I believe, in Showcase 62. If I'm wrong, please comment below. But I think they had 62, 63, 64. And they sold enough that they decided to give a bi-monthly series for the Inferior 5. It went 10 issues in the 60s and then was revived in for 2 more issues at the time of the DC explosion. So there's 12 issues overall for the series. But this is a great, I really like the Inferior 5. The original comic book collection my uncle had 4 issues of it, and I read them over and over again because I thought they were hilarious. So they are a team that if you haven't seen anything by them, if you get a chance, grab it and give it a good read. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're a superhero fan like myself, because you can get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Now for the silly thing that I bought. Superheroes Battle Super Gorillas. We all know how they liked the gorillas back in the day. Well, this is a collection of reprints of gorilla stories. And you've got Flash, Batman, Robin, and Superman on the cover. I had been looking at this book for a little bit. I mean, Dave has had it for like 6 months at least that I've been looking at it, and I finally decided to pull the trigger. We got to have the silly books, right? The rest of what I picked up are Superman-related books. I've got Jimmy Olsen number 62 here, which I like because Jimmy is Elastic Lad and he's stretching into the Phantom Zone. So I picked that up. I picked up 2 issues, regular issues of Superman from the Bronze Age that I was missing. This one is a cool cover. This is 231. My kids are home. And it says there, Super What, as the robot is doing that. And I got issue 237, where Superman apparently has turned everybody into zombies. I am slowly doing the next one. There's not a lot left I need from after 300 in action. And this is one that I managed to pick up. This is Action 302. Honestly, at every show, it is getting harder and harder. I got this one from Harley as well. It's getting harder and harder and harder to find issues that I'm missing. And at shows anyway. So I'm going to have to start looking online, I think, to fill the Action Comics holes. Next up, one that I know a few people out there like. This is Lois Lane 73. This is the one where she's beating the puppet Superman. This, for me, I would have gotten it anyway because it's a Lois Lane Superman book. But I got FOMO'd badly on this because 3 or 4 people out there, especially the comic collector geek Alan, love this cover and have been showing it lately. And I needed to have my own. Next up, Superboy 114. Which is a cool cover of the Phantom Zone criminals coming out of the Phantom Zone. You've got Cruel, you've got Jack Sewer, and I still didn't look up who this guy is. But you get the point. Cruel is like a distant cousin of Clark. So you've got that interest. I mean, come on, his name ends in EL, so Cruel, you know, the villain. Because they weren't above puns back then. Next up, I got this All-Star Comics 62. Again, another book I would like to have the full run to, but I'm not pushing fast because it is not one that I necessarily need the need them all. I have it in the showcase format, but I do pick them up when I can. I am going to finish with 4 World's Finest books. Anytime you can get one at a decent price from the 10-cent era, you do it. This is World's Finest 118. It's Eagle Boy. Next up, Superman is getting treated like crap by Batman again. Superman and his friends, they just don't seem to like each other that much. This is World's Finest 145. And this one is number 155, which is another one of those Superman gets himself a new partner in order to save Batman, but the partner, of course, is beating the crap out of Batman on the cover. What will actually happen? I don't know yet. When I get 10 minutes, I'll find out. And the last book I'm going to show not only is World's Finest, not only has Superman, but has Go-Go Checks. Issue 165, where Batman and Superman are wearing crowns, and it says on there, this is how you divide the world between us, Batman, by taking the lion's share? Holy hemisphere, Superman, I'm doing the carving, so I get the choicest cut. Again, one of those, I wonder what the cover is suggesting. If you like these books, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Tell me which ones you like. Tell me which ones you don't like. Tell me what your recent con purchases have been if you don't do videos. Or if you do videos, tell me too. I really want to hear what the people out there think. Also, by the time this runs, we may be getting close to the end of the voting for the CBCA Awards. So make sure you go and give your favorites a vote or a nomination. I really appreciate it if I got nominated for most informative between $500 and $9.99, where I fall. It would be very appreciated. But I'm not pressuring anybody. I hope you enjoyed these books. I enjoyed acquiring them. I enjoyed showing them off because there are a few fun ones in there. Dazzler one. Thank you very much for spending time with me today. My name is Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.